Okay, welcome to everyone to the August meeting of the Woodside Fire Protection District Board of Directors. We're going to go through a number of topics today, and we welcome the public to participate. Before we move to the agenda, I will first ask if any members of the public are here that wish to make a general public comment. If so, please identify yourself and make your comment. I am seeing no members of the public here asking to make a comment. So we're going to move ahead. And at this time, I would entertain a motion to, first, we had a public hearing scheduled as the next item. I want to note that public hearing on the adoption of the final budget for the Woodside Fire Protection District for 25-26, that hearing has been continued until our next meeting on September 30th, 25. If any of you have been camping out in line to participate there, I encourage you to come back next month when we hit this topic. Apologies if you've come for that. At this point, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I propose that we adopt the consent agenda as published.
I will second the motion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The consent agenda is approved, all of its items. That will bring us to regular business agenda items, of which there are two, and I will ask for public comment before each. I'll introduce the first resolution, which is to adopt resolution 2502, a resolution of the Woodside Fire Protection District amending the publicly available pay schedule. Do any members of the public wish to speak on this topic before we hit it? I am seeing none. So we will move to a discussion of this topic, and then we will consider adopting the resolution. I will quickly summarize for the purposes of the public meeting that it appears this resolution is to make sure that we publicly disclose all of the changes to positions and compensation that we have made. The items that we are approving here today have been changed over the last 3 years, and we are approving today each of them formally so that they can be recorded. We have each looked at these, and at least I will speak for myself, they seem to reflect accurately what we are doing. So I see no reason not to approve them. Randy, did you have any questions?
No.
So given we've both been through these and are aware of all the numbers and all the changes, I would at this point consider a motion to adopt resolution 2502.
I propose a motion to adopt 2502, a resolution of the Woodside Fire Protection District amending the publicly available pay schedule.
I second the motion. All in favor, please. Aye. Any opposed? There are none. So the resolution passes unanimously. We'll take a moment and sign. That pen scares me. It has red on it. We like the blue. Okay. Second resolution on the business agenda tonight is to designate Matt Miller along with Fire Chief Tom Kasheri and Deputy Fire Chief Eric Zabala as district representatives for the purposes of labor negotiations as provided in Government Code Section 54957.6. Do any members of the public wish to make a comment on this topic before we discuss it? Seeing none, I will briefly try to summarize as we are in the middle of our contract discussions with our different organizations. Traditionally, all three directors do not participate in the process, making it unwieldy, even more unwieldy. And the resolution is intended to designate one of us, which is me in this case, to work with Chief Kasheri and Deputy Chief Zabala on this topic over the next month so we can get things settled. I think it's all pretty clear what it is. I would quite happily defer to my colleague Randy if he wishes to take this role instead of me. But if asked, I will serve. So with that, I would entertain a motion to approve the resolution.
So I'd like to propose a motion to approve the resolution to designate Matt Director Matt Miller, along with Fire Chief Tom Kasheri and Deputy Fire Chief Eric Zabala, as district representatives for purposes of labor negotiations as provided in Government Code Section 54957.6.
Thank you. I second the motion, and all in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? There are none. The motion is passed unanimously. I don't think we have anything to sign for that one. I'll get away with that. And we can move ahead. I'm pleased to try to be part of the solution here. The next we have staff reports. And as always, they were very thorough. I was particularly pleased to see that we have some new fuel mitigation specialists coming on as we try to do our best in the whole district. And I've noticed it's a way that residents really notice what we're doing whether we're doing right away work or seeing it done, as Randy just related in his neighborhood. It actually seems to be something that helps people, my words, get with the program a bit with the whole fuel mitigation thing. So I'm happy we had some more folks join the team. And I'm also excited that the Type 3 engine seems imminent. I'm excited to take a look at it. Curious how it'll act and be different from what we have.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's behind schedule by about 3 weeks as the report we got today. So yeah, it should be either later part of September, early October.
And I saw in the operations report, are we still deciding about the Type 1 engine? There's some of the language was if we do this, then, or have we?
Yeah, I have to discuss that with Chief Nimi.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just curious.
Negotiations first, and then we'll tackle that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I appreciate all the time that everyone put into the staff reports, and there's a lot of work being done.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got some new approved drivers for.
Yeah, we had a big driver's test last month. So yeah, Chief Bird was in charge of that. How many do we have? 4?
We have three.
3.
Do we still have the majority of folks checked out as drivers? I know in the old days, we had the majority of firefighter paramedics were also
It's back in
drivers.
probation.
Yeah, it's back in our probation manual, so they have to be drivers by the time they finish probation.
Yeah, I was certainly happy to see the
Yeah.
folks on probation adding
Right.
to the staff and driving our overtime costs down over time, perhaps.
It looked like the inspections either went up or were those cumulative or additive?
No, they have been, that's just for the past month, but because of our new system, the reports that they're supposed to spit out, they're in report writing being created, so I couldn't really report much on it. So that's why I said, those will be under construction for a while.
But the numbers look like they were creeping up, which.
They have been a little bit, not as much as we want, but I mean, we're now at about 1,200 for the home assessments, we're almost at 1,200 for Woodside.
So
So we're getting
I'm
there.
getting there,
Bit
yeah.
by bit. And so far, they haven't come and stopped us or sued us or anything else. And I have not been hearing residents.
Positive for the most part of people, being, very acceptive and wanting to know what to do and wanting to understand all the things they need to do. So I think for this first go around, it seems like it's been doing well. We'll find out when we actually go back to reinspect.
Well, we'll also find out when we get to those ones that don't respond. It's always the folks perhaps that are
Yeah,
not so excited about it. And remember, we did talk at the time that maybe after a year or so doing this, if there are learnings or changes that you suggest, that you should bring them to us and we can consider adapting, as we said we would,
Yeah.
Yes.
to the feedback, but
yes.
so far so good. Okay, that would bring us to fire chief's report.
Yeah, district updates. Last week, August 22nd, we had an OES request that went out for a strike team deployment to the Pickett Fire in Napa County. So we sent 1 engine, 1 crew with 4 personnel. They left on the 22nd. Report is they're working hard and doing well. Recently, the district signed 2 agreements. One was between Woodside Fire and Woodside Elementary School. That will enable us to utilize the school grounds and facilities in the event of a major disaster or event where we need some additional facilities or whatnot. School being right next to Station 7 makes it a good point of overflow and utilizing our CERT team and help organizing an event that we need to take care of. That was one. The second agreement was for the utilization of our new CERT portable radios with our CERT team. Thanks to the foundation with the purchase of the radios, Chief Hurd, Mark Dolan from the community, our CERT team, prevention, they've all come up with this great working radio plan that'll allow CERT to be, certain members of the CERT team to have radios where they can talk to each other, as well as we have additional radios on our fire vehicles to where if we need to open up a DOC, we can have a point of contact come in the DOC with us from CERT. We could talk to the CERT, they could talk to the CERT team, which could relay us to us, and then we also have that system as a backup in case our county radio system failure happens, we can talk amongst ourselves, engine to engine and chief to chief. So it's a kind of great backup plan. It's something that our community members put together. So there's repeaters that are self-funded by citizens like Ray Rothrock, Mark Darwin, who've helped bring the system up, and it's a great system. So it's like now we get to help utilize it.
Just great. It's a great story.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see, that was that. And then let's see, district and labor negotiations, obviously those are ongoing. We'll talk about those in closed session. I want to bring up the chili cook-off. It's just around the corner. We've been having our monthly meetings and it's coming down to the wire. It's next month, the 28th. Just want to say thank you to everybody, the foundation members and everybody in assisting in making this happen. It's gonna be a great event. Other news, let's see, our foundation meeting we had last week. The foundation approved two new items for the district. These are new items, which we've never done before. One was two sets of pulsar thermal imaging camera binoculars. I haven't seen them yet, but I know we just got them. They basically have the capability of visibility and thermal capabilities to see like 1.5 miles away, a 6-foot object. Have you tested them out yet?
We're
It's kind of-
just got them yesterday.
Just got them
Kind of
yesterday, okay.
Hunting
Figuring out how to use them.
Yeah, so they, some of the neighboring agencies and parks have them, and it'd be
They're
great
awesome.
for, utilizing when we're doing like smoke investigations, looking for people,
Yeah.
just fires and whatnot, so they have a lot of uses, so. We're gonna keep one pair, I think, on the battalion rig and maybe one for out of county assignments.
On the secondary battalion,
On the
right,
side.
due to the cost.
Got it. Well, that was with that, let's see, the other one that the foundation approved was a request from, Fire Marshal, Marshall Hurd, Deputy Fire Marshal Marshall Hurd. He submitted a staff report for 5 40-yard dumpsters to assist, with exterior hoarding issues. Citizens really go out to their homes and they don't have the means or the finances to clean up
sure.
the property, so it's kind of a test pilot they came up with and.
That's a great idea.
Hey, let's ask the foundation to rent 5 dumpsters for us. It costs about $4,000, I think, for the 5 dumpsters. And, when we're out doing those inspections, we come across somebody that's in need that doesn't have the capability to clean up their property. We'll utilize like the Young Men's Service Leave for free labor to help, kind of offset that. Because the biggest problem before was trying to get rid of the fuel load, in the neighbor's house. So
Yeah.
we're gonna pilot that program and see kind of where it goes. Additionally, the foundation reported that their fall mailer campaign received about $418,000.
That's excellent.
So that's a huge number. I think it was the most,
One of the largest.
the largest
That's great.
that we've had so far. So that was great just for the fall campaign. T-Mobile update. There's nothing really to report there except for PG&E is going to be installing their pole on September 2nd. That's one of 2 poles that need to be installed. And they'll be issuing a check to cover our current PG&E utilities by should be any day we receive the check, when that check will be good throughout the end of the year. State fire updates, the fire potential across the state is obviously increased with the warmer weather. Looked on the websites today and they're still forecasting above normal large fire activity for July and August into September. As of today, there's some red flag warnings in the counties near California and the Oregon border. And as of today, we've had about 5,881 wildfires, which have burned about 387,000 acres. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Written communications?
Do not have any written communications.
We'll have to suffer with that then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to conclude the open portion of the program. We are going to be moving to the closed session, which I will introduce in a moment. And we will be returning back to open session to report any actionable items at that point. The closed session tonight is a conference with labor negotiators under Government Code Section 54957.6. with agency designated representatives, Director Matt Miller, Fire Chief Tom Kasheri, Deputy Chief Eric Zabala, Employee Organization San Mateo County Firefighters, IAFF Local 2400 District 9, another employee organization, the Woodside Fire Protection District Chief Officers, and also involving the unrepresented employees, which include the finance manager, HR benefits manager, public education officer, fuel mitigation officer, fire inspectors, and receptionist. So with that, we are going to enter closed session. We will re-enter public session and report out when we are done on the same link if folks want to hang out. And we appreciate everyone participating tonight. Thank you very much. And we'll see you all soon.
All right.
Hello again. We're now resuming the open portion of the meeting. We've concluded the closed portion of the meeting with no reportable action. We did not take any action at this meeting, so there's nothing for us to put into the record. We appreciate your attention and participation. But with that, I'm going to conclude the Woodside Fire Protection District Board meeting for August 2025. Thank you very much.